Work. Nice.
Oh, we're streaming.
Yeah, so don't say anything negative about anything.
It's too late. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. And we should be live.
Yep,
Excellent.
I just got the notification.
You get the notification
right.
we're live? Well,
Yep.
I'm sorry, people. Well, managing moderators can support your channel. Whatever. Yada, yada, yada. We don't want that. Okay. So now I go back here. And come on, where's my video?
It's Ivan moving. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So I guess this is our inaugural episode of the Old West HEX game. This is a fan-made supplement for Exile Games Hollow Earth Expedition by somebody named Grin Doctor or Grind Doctor. I guess Grin Doctor. This supplement is free. So it's not an official thing, but it's really well done. And we are going to be playing a module of his as well, an adventure of his called the Ivory Trail. And so that's basically it. We're supposed to have 2 more cowboys join us at some point, but I guess they're not available right now. So hopefully they'll join in next time or maybe later tonight if things go well. So we've done this using Ubiquity rules. We've done the equivalent of Patron 2 level characters, so they're a little bit more experienced because the idea is to get a more cinematic Ubiquity game going. And for that reason as well, we're using the cinematic version of style, which means that 1 style point will buy you a modifier of 2 dice for your next action. So
Hey.
that should be nice. And, as per our usual house rules, I guess, it's not really house rules. It's just by convention, right? Our usual style is everybody starts with 3 style points. You've all designed your characters. You've all gotten gear. So I guess I'll make a couple of disclaimers before we start. First of all, I'm not a huge expert in Western history. So, I know a little bit, but hopefully you will suspend your disbelief and grant us the same courtesy you grant most Hollywood movies, which also do not know any history of the Old West. Most of them don't. So,
good point.
The same goes for geography. I've been in Arizona for a total of, I guess I slept overnight in Arizona. So I guess it's probably about 12 hours that I spent in Arizona, half of that time sleeping. So, so I don't know the geography either, right? We'll try to approximate, but when in doubt, try to imagine it's a movie, right? So if I describe a section of Arizona and it happens to be this, verdant valley with great irrigation and lush green forests, and I say it's a desert, take it easy on me. Look at it's Monument Valley, yay!
It's real Arizona.
Yes, real Arizona and Utah. Yeah, but so that's the first disclaimer. And I think that's about it. The other thing is that you all picked out your gear. And so some of that gear may not be available during the first scene, but you will receive your gear as soon as we hit an appropriate point in the narrative, and I will let you know when that is. So, without further ado, let's get the party started. So, we start sometime circa the early 1880s. In the Arizona territory. It's a little past noon and the sun is burning over the Arizona desert, right? We hear the thunder of hoofbeats, many hoofbeats, and the thunder of gunfire also filling the air as a 6-horse stagecoach is racing south from Black Canyon City headed to Phoenix, Arizona. It originally started its run in Prescott, but you fellows were hired by the Humphrey Mining Company to escort a money box that's being carried on the stage down to the bank in Phoenix, right? There's been reports of bandit activity in this area, and for this 2-day job, you've been hired for the exorbitant sum of $10 a day each.
Ooh-wee.
So
Sounds like my real job. All right.
right. So the stage is thundering, headed for Phoenix across the desert, and 6 bandits are hot on its tail, firing at the stage. And before we go any further, there are a couple of questions I need to ask for you to consider. The first one is, who is driving the stage? Is it one of you or is it an NPC? Second question, who's riding shotgun? Again, is it you or is it an NPC? And then the third question is, where is the other guy, right? Or everyone else? Are you inside the stage or are you riding your horses outside escorting the stagecoach? Up to you guys.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna be riding alongside.
So on your horse outside the stage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone else? Who's driving the stage? NPC or one of you guys?
Let's see. It would use the same. There's a drive skill, right? So if you're not
Right, yeah.
skilled
Yeah,
with it,
the Old West rules have a drive skill for that. The
right? Yeah. So it's a
the
drive
regular
skill.
ubiquity uses ride, but you know.
Well, there's
Oh yeah, no,
so-
there's a drive
Oh,
skill, I think.
yeah, there's a drive and a ride.
right. There is a drive skill.
Well, shoot.
which I do not have, so that doesn't make sense. So it should be probably an NPC guy who actually knows what he or she is doing. And then
Yep.
You all want to be riding alongside, Cord, or you want to be
yeah,
shot?
with my skill set, I probably would have been like scouting. So I'm on a horse.
I'll
You're on
ride
horses.
shotgun. I'll ride
There
shotgun.
you go. All right. So just in case you need it, there is a shotgun for you to use, an actual shotgun given to you by the company. It's a Colt 12 gauge. I believe the stats are on the Old West HEX supplement. So you do have available that to you. And so we'll have an NPC driving the stage, right? Because you need a driver. So you have James Russell, who was driving the stage. He's also been hired by the Humphreys mining company to protect the cargo, right? But there are passengers inside. So you did stop overnight and you had a chance to talk to the passengers. But there's no time for that because the bandits are coming. So because the action has already started, right? And there are shots banging into the stage. I'm going to assume that, if you want your weapons drawn, you could have already done that. And so what you need to do is roll initiative.
Right on. And Mr. Russell, what's his first name again?
James.
James. Okay. But my handwriting's so bad, I thought I wrote Jack Russell, and you wouldn't have done that. Anthony would have killed you.
Shoot. Oh, 2 successes for me.
Initiative is intelligence plus will, is it not? Yes.
Yes.
All right. Good. Oh,
Is it-
1 success.
It's intelligence plus dexterity, right?
Intelligence plus dexterity is initiative. That's correct.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, it wouldn't really matter because I rolled the appropriate amount of dice. I got 1 success.
I got 3.
1 success. All right.
That's right.
Excellent. So, Cord McNally, describe your character and what you look like and what you're going to do now.
All right. So Cord is a tall, but cowboy lean guy, maybe 6'4", 200 pounds. He's kind of scruffy right now with a big mustache. He wears like a tan cavalry hat, fringed buckskin shirt, and his obviously otherwise, and he has a couple of gun belts strapped around his waist, red, white, and blue bandana around his neck, and he was riding next to the stagecoach, I guess, when we had to accelerate. So I'm gonna, with one of my Colts, I'm gonna take a shot at one of the bandits. Why not?
Excellent. So you're keeping pace with the stage.
I'm keeping pace right next to the stage.
Okay, so
yeah,
the bandits are about 40 yards back at this
40
point.
yards.
Because you're riding, and because I'm just going to give you a -1 penalty to your. Normally it's 2, but let's just start off easy with a 1 penalty.
So
right?
just a rule thing to start fun. Your weapon skill is limited by your riding skill if you're shooting from atop a horse.
That is correct.
So like usually with pistols, I have an 8, but because I'm on top of a horse, I'm limited to the 7 dices. My horse skill is. So that's 7, and I'm gonna do a total attack, which means I'm just gonna calmly, even though we're riding, I'm just gonna calmly lean over and shoot.
All right.
Seemingly disregarding my defense. So that's 7, that's 10, that's 2 more, -1. All right, here we go. So I get 6 successes.
6 successes. All right. So you fire and you hit one of the guys, and he just crumbles down, off of his horse, right? And so the horse kind of veers off, and so that guy's dead on the floor. And you're noticing, right, as you're doing this, you're sort of looking at them and trying to aim at one in specific, and you notice that all of them have black bandanas covering their faces, right? So, they're all dressed differently, not particularly clean clothes, no particular style, right? Some look like cowboys, some have chaps, some have sombreros, right? So there's different, this is a ragtag band. They all have black bandanas. And Dr. Dr. Johns, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do the same, and kind of slow down a little bit and take aim.
Oh, by the way, it's 40 yards, right? So it's your
40.
second range band, right? So it's
Right.
-1 for the horse and minus whatever it is for the range band.
Oh, okay.
Probably
And-
-2 if you're using
Yeah.
a Colt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
-2.
So it's -3 total dice. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. And I'm going off my ride skill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If the ride skill is lower than the pistol skill, right? So if the pistol skill is lower, then you go.
Well,
with the pistol
they're
skill.
actually the same on mine. So
There you go.
okay, so -3, that puts me at just 3 dice. This will be fun. All right, 2.
2 successes. All right. So, it's you actually shoot the hat off of one of the guys, but the bandit just recovers. And again, you notice the black bandana on his face. I guess by the time Zeke is aiming the gun, because I'm assuming he's shooting as well, you notice the black bandana too. So why don't you guys give me a recent check, which is twice your intelligence. Now you can take the average if you wish, and we can do that. But if you roll, you might be able to get additional information.
Fistful of dice.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Okay,
2,
on
3,
6 dice,
4,
I got 3
5.
successes. So
3
I got the
successes.
average. Yeah, I got the average.
But
2,
Ivan,
Remarkably, I got 3.
4, 5.
So
I have 5.
5
Nice.
successes. Awesome.
Know it all.
Well, you know, it's while you were at Black Canyon City, you know, doing this job, taking this job. I guess you all heard of something called the Black Ribbon Gang, right? And it's a gang in the area. It's been hitting usually farther south and more towards the western side, so more towards Yuma. But yeah, they've been hitting various towns along the territory, right? And that's the description, right? They wear black bandanas and they're called the Black Ribbon Gang. But because our good doctor has been paying more attention than the rest of you, I guess has been drinking or something at the saloon, right? And so he's been spending more time. And so he's heard rumors that somebody called Wes Ribbon is the leader of this gang. And furthermore, he's actually wanted, right? There's a reward for him for $500.
Oh, wait.
Yes, significant reward.
I will shout. Doc will shout that out. Hey everybody. This looks like that Black Ribbon Gang. I hear West, their leaders, got 500 smackers on his head.
Zeke, what do you do?
I ignore whatever it is the doc is prattling about. Usually, he's always talking about something. So I've got the Winchester out. I got the rifle.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
So because you're riding shotgun, you also have a partial cover, which is +1 to your defense.
Okay, well that's good. But what kind of penalty do I have because I'm riding on the shaken wagon?
You have -1 to your shoot skill, but you can use your full firearms because you're not driving, right? You just get a -1 penalty plus the range. It's range of 40. You're using the Winchester, so it's your second range band. So it's also a total of -3, right? -1 for the movement, -2 for the range.
Right. Okay. Right on. Well, that leaves me with, let's see, with the Winchester. Oh, geez, that's awful. So I'm still rolling 10 dice.
Ooh, nice. There we go.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm doing that through sheer boldness. I mean, I've got a guy up and I'm freaking him out by sitting there looking at him, kind of almost like waving, like pointing. Like I'm gonna get you. I get you because you know I just got the bold attack. I'm really, you know, it's all about the attitude. It's all about the attitude. And that is a whopping 3 successes on 10 dice.
Oh, jeez. All right, so you wing one of the guys, right? But you sort of see him, you know, stumble back, and then you sort of see like the red blossom on his shirt, right? So you have winged him, but he's still coming.
Russell, hold it steady.
All right, so this is the end of round 1. We will now roll driving skill. So I need you to roll Russell's driving skill, which is 5 dice.
Who's gonna roll that?
Well, you know, whoever wants to roll it, maybe
I'll go ahead
Jim.
and take- yeah.
I got.
Do 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Ooh.
All right.
Let me see what we get. 4 successes as well. So you know the range stays the same, right? He's hitting the reins, right? It's like yelling yeah, and the horse is going, but it's you know it's full tilt through the terrain, and because nobody makes progress, we get to roll on the chase table. The one question: are you 2 guys still keeping pace with the stagecoach, Doc Jones and Cord?
I'm gonna be back by the back wheel.
Yeah, this round, that's what I declared. So this round I had been keeping pace with the stagecoach.
Okay, so
that may change next round. So
okay, so why don't you guys give me a riding check as well? Let me go get this wanted fugitive back to where she belongs. You know.
He looks like a bad one.
Let's see. Son of a 2. Ugh. Only 2. Oh, only 2 for me.
Only 2 for you.
Yeah.
How about Cord?
3
3.
from 7 dice. Yeah.
All right. So let's do something here. Okay, so Cord is keeping pace, but Doc's horse seems not able to keep up, right? So maybe the terrain is too rough, and now
Oh, wait.
you're,
If it's difficult terrain, that's my focus on my riding.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You want me to throw one more?
So do it.
Okay. Cool. Okay, that's an extra
Yes.
success.
All right. So now you managed to, I guess you were too busy firing, right? And so the horse veered off to the rougher section of the trail, but you managed to drive it back. And so you regained the lost terrain. And so you're maintaining, the distance. And so now, all right, so if there's no range change, we need to roll on this table. So what we'll do is we'll have everybody roll 3 dice and tell me what you get on 3 dice. Just there's nothing, no modifiers. Just roll 3 dice and
Add it all up or tell you separately?
no, let's do it one at a time. Okay, so
No. Do you want each die value or the sum of the 3 dice?
yeah,
For
just
each of us.
the number of successes. No, for you.
Oh, number of
for
successes.
Each one of
Okay.
you. Yeah,
Number of successes,
for
okay.
each of you. Yeah.
Okay.
So the coach gets 1 success, right? And so, okay, so the coach is hitting a hard turn because the path twists and there's a boulder right ahead. So we need Mr. Russell to make another driving check to avoid flipping over. This is a formidable test.
You want to take it this time, Ivan?
Formidable? Formidable?
Sure.
It's not formidable. It's average, actually. It's a 2. Oh, I guess no. I guess it means 2 penalty. I guess I don't know what it means.
Oh, -2 penalty. Oh, so he's only rolling 3 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa.
Yes. Yeah. So he manages to avoid, crashing into the boulder and sort of regains control. Cord.
That's where you're going, Russell.
The 3 dice?
Yes.
Call me off.
Okay, I have 3 successes.
Nice. Nice.
3 dice. Jeez.
Okay. So yeah. So you're doing great. Doc gets 2 successes.
Yep.
So you're able to continue riding. And so how about them? Let me roll for them. They get 1 success. And so they hit that difficult terrain. He's got to make a difficulty 2 test or lose a distance marker. He makes it. All right. So he manages, they manage, the bandits manage to avoid the rough terrain that Doc ran through, right? And so they still maintaining pace. So range remains unchanged. And so Cord McNally goes first.
All right, so let's start it. Let's get the party started. Because my motivation, what's your motivation, Mr. DeVille? My motivation is duty. I tell the guys, Doc, there's innocent passengers in this train. We got to try and get them off. So I'm gonna turn around and ride at them shooting.
Oh, nice.
And I'm
Nice.
gonna do, as I understand it. Let's see if we're gonna do a rapid fire.
Ooh.
No, but rapid fire only lets me attack 1 guy twice. So it's probably better to attack him once. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna turn my horse around and ride straight at them, fire my
Cool.
Colt.
Cool. It's okay. So they're
Yeah.
rushing, they're heading this way. As soon as you stop the horse, they start closing the range. And so you can shoot at whatever range you choose.
Yep. So I'm gonna wait till I don't have a range penalty and just to let him have it.
All right. So once they hit 20 yards, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you still take -1 because of the horse, right?
Right.
But no longer range penalty.
All right, and it looks for all the world like he's just calmly like aiming the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wish me luck, guys, because otherwise it's going to get really bad really soon. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
7 successes. Nice. So you're shooting at a brand new guy. You're not shooting at wounded.
Yeah.
The guy wounded by Ivan. And so again, you hit him and you just see him fall off the horse, right? And again, the horse sort of it keeps riding because it's following the herd, but it's no longer harrying along. Oh, you know what? He just tumbles down off the horse and his foot is caught in the stirrup, and he's just dragging.
Yes.
He's
Dust
dragging
everywhere. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Doc, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna yell to Zeke real quick. Don't know if he can hear me. Cord's lost his damn mind. And then I'll just keep mind of the coach, and I'm still just gonna aim for my horse with my pistol.
Go for it.
And so the -2 for the range and -1 for the horse.
Right, because you're still riding. You're still keeping up with the stage, right? You're not doing McNally's. Right?
No. I'm a survivor, not some silly fool obligated by duty. Oh, come on. All right, 2.
2 successes. All right. So again, the bullets seem to be going, but I guess the horse is moving way too much, right? And they're still too far out. So the shot, you fire, but you don't see anybody fall off their horse.
Right.
But now it's their turn. So we have.
So Zeke don't get to shoot?
Before Zeke, because Zeke
I'm on a 1.
really bad initiative score.
Okay, gotcha.
So one of them fires at Cord, right? And he's also really close. So you got to dodge a total of 4.
Nice.
Because they're really real close to you, right? So one of them just fires his gun at you as they pass you.
So I've been doing total attack, but because I have a savvy fighter, I keep my active bonus to defense even while doing total attack.
Nice.
So that's 8. And you know what? Because I'm doing this crazy thing where I'm riding at them, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a style point to bump up my savvy defense, my savvy fighter talent, which gives me an extra 2 to defense.
Ooh, there you
nice.
The scene, I believe.
Excuse me?
If you boost a talent, you boost it for the scene.
For the scene, yeah. Because more of them may shoot at me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 4 and I rolled 6. So
6
on 10 dice.
Nice. So the shots go wide, right? As the horses ride past you, and now they're behind you, right? So you're wheeling your horse again.
Right.
But as you do that, they're firing at the stage, right? So one is shooting at the stagecoach itself, and then one shoots at Doc. They're still, they're still at range. So, Doc, you need to defend against a 3.
Okay, and I'm doing this with my passive or my full defense?
Full defense.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to take the average.
Okay.
Which is
3. Oh, no, wait. I think in combat you can't, right? I think in combat you just roll.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Roll,
I don't like how my rolls have been going.
Yeah, I know,
all.
but I guess it's because otherwise it's too predictable, right? Ooh, hang on.
1.
Oh, no. So it was 3 minus 1 is 2. You take 2 points. So you are shot, right? So you feel the impact, but you're still riding. And the final shot goes to Ivan. Not Ivan. Zeke takes a shot. And again, you have to defend against a 3. But you
And
do
against a
have
3.
a 1 cover bonus from the stage, right? Because of
Okay.
your position on the stage.
All right. That's 7 dice. So that is 2.
And you had
So
3, so one gets past you.
no, but I
So,
spent a style point,
there you go.
and
You roll 2 more dice, right?
yeah. Well, no, you spent a style point to mitigate, so the wound is not. I think I can turn a
Oh.
lethal into a
That's true.
non-lethal, I
You,
believe.
you can just ignore the wound. I
Ignore the
suppose.
wound entirely.
Yeah.
But what happened?
Well, I guess at the they're shooting at you. So how would you avoid that with style, right? So maybe you see them coming and
But it looks
Maybe
like they're coming from behind, so he was turning around to use the
Right.
shotgun and he dropped on the seat just as he saw as he
no,
was
there we go. There we go. That works.
Excellent.
And I shot everyone, right? So let's roll against the driver. So he has a defense of 4, I believe.
Wait, did Ivan get his cover?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he actually manages, again, his hat is blown off as the shots are getting nearer, right? And now it's Zeke's turn, right?
How many horses are pulling this damn stage?
How long is what?
How many horses are pulling the stage?
6.
Ooh, 6 horsepower.
Yes.
Okay, 6 horsepower. Dang it! I can't let Cord face all this by himself, get all the fun to himself. So, using my 2 style points to give myself 6 dice in athletics because I'm jumping from the stage, vaulting from the
horses.
stage to the horses and jumping on top of one and cutting it free and going back to join Cord.
Awesome.
How hard is this going to be?
The stage
What is my difficulty of jumping off of a stage? Jumping off the stagecoach and landing on a horse and cutting it. It's pretty hard.
That's gonna be hard, at least. Yeah, it's either hard or very hard. So it's
What are we gonna call the difficulty here?
Toughest 3, hardest 4. Let's make it 4. Why not?
I'm taking the average.
Oh,
Believe it or not, I was just barely holding on. Taking a
Russell,
Bowie knife and just cutting the things off.
Russell's yelling at you, "What the hell are you doing?" And he just keeps driving. And you manage to break one of the horses, I guess, off of the I guess, that deserves some style, as does Cord McNally's headlong charge into the bandits.
Yeah,
So to recap,
gorgeous.
there's still 4 bandits coming. One of them is wounded, right? And so we need to do the driving rolls again. So Ivan, Ivan, I guess, roll for Russell 5 dice for his driving check.
All right. That's 3.
There you go. So the stage keeps pace. Doc, are you keeping pace with the stage as well?
I'm gonna try to.
Then please roll.
And there's no penalties on keeping pace,
Nope.
right?
No, it's just
All
a ride check.
Okay, so with difficult terrain at 7. Come on. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got 3.
3 is good enough.
Yeah.
You keep pace with the stage. Zeke, what is your plan here? Are you keeping pace with the stage? Are you dropping back?
I'm driving back to help Cord. I'm not going to let him have all the fun by himself.
Cool. All right. So you can drop back as far as you want.
So, on a ride show, or okay, I can drop back. And am I taking any kind of penalty because the horse has no saddle?
Yeah, you should probably.
Yeah,
take a
you're
penalty
paying for that.
Yeah, let's give you a
Like,
penalty for that.
Dice
Uh,
penalty or not, you're paying for it.
Yeah, Cord. All the bandits have flown by, right? So you need to ride to catch up to them, right? So as
Right.
you wheel the horse, they're already like 40 feet ahead of you. So you're gonna
Okay.
need to ride hard to.
And actually, and I
overtake
want
him.
to really, want to really catch up to them. I see if I want to physically catch up to them.
Okay, so now they're riding really hard, right? So they're 40 feet, they're 40 yards ahead of you, right? And so it's a tough check to
All right. I'll use that point of style to catch up to them. So I
There
just
you
like
go.
lean down on my horse's withers, and on 9 dices, I get 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay,
Yes.
so we're gonna say that closest to 20 yards, but you're still not
Not quite where I want to
neck and neck to them. But 20 yards is pretty good. That means no penalty on your
Your pistol,
Okay.
yeah.
pistol. So
And you're coming from behind, so you got to
Right.
So he's got a cleaner shot now.
I guess.
Does he lose it? Can he lose his penalty for the horse? Because
No,
he's
because it's still riding, right? So it's the motion of the horse, right? So he's trying to maybe we'll give them a penalty to defend.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm limited by my horse skill, right? So that's
Yes, that's
That's-
always still on. But there's no
Okay.
range penalty. There's only the -1
Right.
to for the motion of the horse, right?
yeah. That's so it's my turn.
Yes, you go first.
oh yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and fan the trigger to shoot at 2 different ones,
Ooh,
since I can do this total attacks. So I have a
Cool.
-4 penalty. So I'm rolling 7 dice.
and how does this work? You roll individually for each guy?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, I roll individually. Yeah, I just get a
Go for
-4.
it. Go for it.
Okay, so the first one I got 3 successes on 7 dice.
3 successes. Yes, you wound one, but it doesn't take him out.
And the second one I got 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay, so 5 successes takes a guy out.
Right. So I'm right behind. I went boom, boom for my horse,
That's right. That's right.
and now I'm almost empty. But
Hey, but there's only 3 bandits left, and it's Doc's turn at bat.
So Doc's getting real frustrated with his pistol, and what he's gonna do is kind of flip it down
Mhm.
and pop it, kind of pop the side up against his heel.
Mhm.
Just kind of, and I'm gonna use a style point to add 2 more dice to my shot.
nice.
There you go.
Like, goddamn, old coat. Okay. So I'm making sure. So 3 penalty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're still at range for. Wait, are they? How close are they to the stage?
That's still 40 yards.
Still 40,
They
okay, yeah.
haven't managed to close in. The driver is pretty good.
Okay, so I am 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 6. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. All right. So 4. You hit one of the bandits and you wound him. Now you see the blood just start pouring out of his shirt. Right. You've hit him on the side, right? And so you
Mhm.
see that he hunches over, but is still in the fight. And it's their turn to shoot. The one that Cord winged turns his back, right, and tries to shoot at Cord. So that is a 3.
And I have 10 dices to dodge.
That should work.
Don't say that. Why'd you say that?
4. So You got it.
There you go. So you got
You
it.
got less than half. In my experience, the vast majority of the time when you roll, you're gonna get one above required average or one below.
Right, right.
And this is
So-
paying off.
So the one that Doc just injured is going to shoot Doc. And he is
Try and
pretty
shoot
far away. Yeah, that's the correct term. He's going to try and shoot Doc.
Yeah, that there guy who won me looks like
And-
a guy who buys barbecue sauce from New York City.
He
New
has
York
two.
City.
Two.
Two.
And I've got my full defense.
Yes.
I like I shouldn't have said nothing.
Don't jinx it.
Two.
Oof. That's just enough. That's exactly what you needed. So you managed not to get shot, right? And so the final guy, I guess he sees Zeke. Why not? And he's going to shoot at Zeke.
It's maniac on the.
And he gets 3 on his attack. Oh, Ivan, you muted.
Okay, defensive 6. Here we go.
Come on.
baby.
Come on. Come on.
3.
3. That's great.
Yes.
That's exactly what you needed. So you do
Yeah.
not get hit either.
Nice.
Shoot at me, huh?
Yeah. So it's your turn, Zeke.
Yep. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to steer my horse right into that guy's horse with my animal handling attempt. Come on, girl. And jump and off my horse and tackle him.
And tackle him. Wow.
Nice.
All right.
Maybe try
so-
to knock him off of his horse.
Is
Just
is
doesn't
your
get-
is your
Wait.
motivation insanity?
I'd say no. I'd say that it's one action to ram his horse with yours is another
Right.
action jumping from horse to horse.
Right. I don't want to ram.
Which
I
of
just
the
want to
two
get
do you wanna
really,
do?
really close. So I want to jump off. I just
You want to
I
get close and then jump and tackle him. Is
Yeah.
what sounds like what you're doing. So So
I
how
know,
are we
this is
going
a tough
to
one.
do this?
Poor Russell, he-
We could
Took
do
my
it.
damn horse, then he just abandons it.
He
So
could
what-
attack with athletics or something like that.
You could attack with athletics, and we could add. Yeah, it has to be either athletics or acrobatics, right? Because
I've got an athletics is 6. My ride is 6. So if you limit it by my ride, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. I'm attacking
Okay,
out of pure audacity because that's how my brawl attacks really work. But at this point,
right.
you're limiting by both of those things. So, question is, am
You
I
could-
rolling
you
6
could-
dice,
you could
or
just-
how hard is it?
Yeah.
That's the real
What I
question.
suggest is just make it an athletics as an attack skill, and if he beats the guy's defense, they both tumble to the other side of the horse, which is what he wants, right?
Yeah, that's
Why
probably
complicate
the
life?
easiest way to do that.
No, that
That's
is,
gonna
that is
hurt,
difficult.
though.
But it
It's
should be
difficult, so-
difficult. Yeah. So
Right.
it's.
I mean,
I'm
You
gonna.
can
I'm
give him a
gonna.
bonus to his defense, right? You can, or a
Or,
penalty to
or a
Ivan's.
penalty to my, I see that either way. Are you taking away 2? Or are you taking away 4?
Let's take away 2 for
Okay.
your attack, and we'll call that the penalty.
Hurt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add 2 back by using the style point that you gave me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 6 dice for this, just kind of, and really just guiding my horse to be that close through my incredible animal handling skill. Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Well,
I'm overconfident. Hey, that's
yeah, that's true. I guess
he
if
can
I-
be hanging off the guy.
one
he can
one
be-
style
he-
point. Yeah. So it's a 0. So you technically hit him, but you don't really get what you want. So
Right.
I think you do jump on his horse, and so now you're on the back of the saddle, right? So you're
Right.
still clinging on to
Oh,
the
just
horse's
top.
butt, right?
Yeah.
You're like hanging on the side, but you can see his back. You can touch him, right?
right. Okay.
But that's your situation for
Nice.
right now.
Nice.
Did you say I got a
As-
style point for doing that because it was so cool?
Yeah, it
Okay, good.
was so insane that merits a style point. And so we go back up to the top of the round, and I guess let's do the roll again with the driver. Roll the 5 die for Russell.
All right, I'll take it. 2.
2. Okay, but that beats the horseman. So the stage actually pulls away, right? So now the stage is 60 feet, 60 yards, I'm sorry, away, right? So the stage has now a huge advantage, right? So the horses have slowed down. The
So-
guy riding with Ivan, on his back, the horse has, steered off the track. The other two guys are sort of wounded, right? So they're barely holding on to their horses, and everything has slowed down, right? So Cord goes
All right.
first. So
So
you're still
every-
20 yards away, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say everything has slowed down except Corey. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
and like riding hellbent for leather, trying to catch up to those guys.
Go for it. Give me a
So
right
it's,
check.
it's
Yeah.
the move action, right? First, the check.
Yes, it's just gonna do a writing check. Just
That's
to
3 successes.
yeah, that you needed to.
That's-
I forgot to mention you needed to be 2, but 3 is good enough. So you catch up
So
one of the
I would catch
guys.
up, and I kind of stand on my stirrups and just pistol whip one guy from behind.
Nice.
So that's a charge attack, right? So with melee and an improvised club.
Go for it.
That's 4 successes.
I
That
love
beats-
movie Wild West.
That beats it too. You're one short of knocking him out. So if you want him unconscious, you could spend some style. Because you can do that, right? You can spend style after the roll.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
I did not know that. All right, so let's do it. Why not?
I believe you can. Double check me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
When you're rolling dice, you can't. You can spend style to mitigate injuries after the roll. Usually you commit it.
So you have to do it beforehand? Okay, so I might have misunderstood that. All right, so in that case, let's just do. He just, he's pretty wounded,
Yeah.
but he's still conscious, right? So
Yes,
you
well,
you
all right.
smack him, and so the horse just sort of slows, and it's Doc's turn.
All right, so I'm not going to keep with the stagecoach. I'm going to try and ride
Right.
back where I'm in range because I see the coach is, he's got good
Right.
headwind. So I'm gonna
You're gonna drop back.
Yeah.
drop back a little bit.
Okay, so because the horses are coming your way, and you're no longer trying to get away,
Hmm.
you can just close to whatever range you want.
Okay, I'm gonna close to 20.
And there's one guy with Ivan. You can see Zeke on the back of the horse. One guy just got pistol whipped by Cord McNally, and there's the one guy that you shot that is bleeding profusely off of his side, and he's the one gunning at you and coming for you.
Yeah, and
Cool.
just for I'm sorry, Jim, to interrupt. Just for
Mhm.
context, obviously, I don't expect hitting somebody with a pistol is as good as shooting them, right? So my goal in catching up to them was a distraction, right? Trying to keep
Mhm.
them from going after my friends. Right?
I'm going to continue shooting the one I started shooting.
Yes, go for it.
Right.
So now,
Uh,
because you have no range penalty, so it's only -1 to hit.
Yep.
But again, it's limited by your ride skill, and you can always put style into it if you wish.
My right skill. Oh, okay, so I need to pull it 1 back. Wait, no. Are we?
It's your-
are we
it's
still
your
on
ride-
difficult? Are we
it's
still
your-
on difficult terrain?
Sure.
Okay, then it's the same.
It's your ride -1.
Yep. All right, so I'm rolling 6. Come on. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3.
3 successes. All right. So you hit him again, right? And I think at this point he falls from the horse, right? He's still conscious, but you've hit him twice.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say that he falls off the horse.
All right.
And it's their turn to shoot.
Take that,
So
you dirty
I
son
guess-
of a bitch.
The guy who just got pistol whipped is going to shoot at Cord.
All right.
And so because this is point blank, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that gives you 1 extra die
On a pistol, yes.
on a pistol. Yes. So it's actually a 4 that you need to
Alright.
dodge.
On 10 dice. So the odds are not too bad. See, and Mr. Boyd thought I didn't like talents and didn't know how to use them. I got exactly four successes on 10 dice, which I
Nice.
wouldn't have had without the talent. Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Excellent.
So
And
go down on the horse's side.
And so, Ivan, so you're on hanging on to the back of the horse. I think he tries to turn around and shoot you point blank as well.
I
But,
would.
but I'm going to give him a penalty of 1 because he has to sort of twist around and shoot you and not shoot the horse.
Yeah, not shoot through you.
Right. So, well, he's not really thinking that far ahead. He's just trying to get the crazy cowboy off the back of his horse. But, that -1 penalty, I guess, is going to cancel out the +1 bonus for point blank. Right. And so, it's a 4 that you got to dodge.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
You got this Z.
Okay, so I took 1.
Okay.
1 lethal. So
Okay,
he winged me.
so he does wing you, and booming is loud and on in your ears as the shot is your clothes sort of are smoking because a little bit of it catches fire, right?
Nice.
And it's your turn, Zeke. So
You son of a bitch! I scream as loud as I can, scaring him because that's what all my attacks are based on. I'm assuming it's limited to my ride skill.
I guess.
But you're not riding a horse. You're
Well,
not.
Is there
it's worse, dude?
is there a hold on for dear in life skill?
I'd say it's not limited to your ride skill, but you have a penalty, right? Because of
Right. It's gonna be. There's gonna be
that
some sort of
-2.
penalty. What are you trying to do? Like draw the gun and shoot him?
No, I'm literally like I'm holding on the saddle. I'm just gonna swing my legs around and kick him as hard as I can.
Oh, okay. So it's melee. Yeah, go
of course,
for
it's
it.
brawling. It's brawling.
So take a -1 penalty anyway because you're
You're on the back of a horse.
You know what? Yeah, let's take a 2 penalty to that because it's completely crazy.
You're still
insane.
being generous, man. All right. So I'm
because this
Hey,
move that
stupid.
you are planning on doing is going to put your nose square in line with that horse's asshole. Like just
listen,
FYI.
listen, I'm just it's okay because I just rolled 5 successes.
Oh, okay.
Remember
With
what he had for dinner, right? So it doesn't
with the-
matter.
penalty and everything. Excellent. So a 5 minus 2 defense, that is enough to take this guy out. So he just goes flying off the saddle and down into the ground, right? And then you're roll an athletics check here. Let's say it's tough. It's
Tough?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, see, the horse's head's the other direction.
That's 2. So don't
That's
play
2. So it's not quite it. So I think you fall off the horse right at this
Okay.
point and maybe bang yourself for a non-lethal
Okay.
1 damage.
Okay.
Right, because you tried to hold on to the saddle, but the whole momentum thing and everything, you just couldn't hold on. So instead of a controlled dropping down from the horse, it's just boom, you just fall.
Yeah, from our viewpoint, they both fell off the horse. We don't know.
Got
who's
him.
alive,
Right.
who's
I got him.
dead. Yeah, no, I know. We're saying from the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right.
know you got it.
Right. And so next round, the guy that Doc knocked off the horse sits up from having fallen, right? And the guy that wait, did you shoot the guy, Cord?
No, I'm riding next to him and I smacked him with my gun and he stayed on
that's
his
right.
horse and he shot back
And
at
then
me and
he
I
shot
dodged.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's there, right? They're both there, and
Yeah.
it's Cord's turn, right?
Right.
So the guy just cocks the revolver, right? You can hear the click as he
Yeah, and I kind of like, I straighten from my dodge. I kind of see what Zeke did up ahead,
Hmm.
kind of like frown, and then I try and smack him in the face with my
Again,
coat butt again.
go for it.
I said enough of this. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Oh my God. On 11 dice, we got 6 successes.
Nice. So again, you hit him on the face, and this time he just crumbles onto the horse and
Bye,
horse's
bye.
neck, and then just drops off the side into the ground. And so the last guy on the ground, sees Doc, right? And he scrambles for his gun and lifts it up.
It's Doc's turn. Do or die.
Doc, it's your turn.
So
He's
Yeah,
right
that-
there.
he's right there.
Yes.
Do I get an advantage for having the high ground?
Not for range.
Not really, but
Well,
you could
so
be
if
like
he-
within.
so
if
if he
you're
fell
within
off the
5
horse,
feet, if you're
if-
within 5 feet of him, you can get a +1 to your
Well,
to your
so
attack.
I would. So yeah, in seeing Zeke fall,
Right.
that's what. So I'm going to rear up and pull back around to make sure everybody else is dead before Zeke gets dead. So I'm going to rear up, and if I see him sit up, I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah, he does sit up, and he
Okay, so yeah,
he's,
I'm going to
he's
circle back
going
around
for his
and
gun. Yeah,
point, and I'll come up point blank without hesitation.
go for it.
It's either you or me, son. 1, 2, 3. Son of a.
3 successes, but the good news is that he only has 1 health
Yeah,
left, so
Thank you.
he just collapses to
Look-
the ground dead.
Looks like it's you.
Yeah.
And then I'll write up
Nice.
because so that's everybody, right?
Yes, that is everybody. Everybody's
Okay.
you just killed 6 bandits.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
And-
write up behind Zeke or up beside Zeke and try and do
Right.
the one arm pull up where I pull him up and fling him on the back of my horse.
Sure. Zeke,
We're gonna do that. Athletics.
are you
Plus.
are you taking the help
Or
and going up?
Yeah, of course I am.
All right.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
but
Doc.
you can just do it, right? It doesn't really. You can just
Okay.
get back
Gotcha.
up on the horse because everybody else is pretty much dead except for the guy that Zeke just knocked out the horse. That guy's probably unconscious,
Oh no, we need to talk to him.
probably,
We need to talk to
and
him.
Cord's guy is probably unconscious. And so as the dust settles, right, you sort of look, and then you notice that the stage has stopped. Right. And you can see because by now they're, what did I say, 60 yards?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe 20 more yards. So call it 80 yards. So it's 240 feet right ahead. And so by this point, you can see that the stage has stopped, right? And Russell is climbing down, and there seems to be
Oh.
some commotion with the passengers, and something is going on there.
What the hell? All right, so I start riding back towards the stage then.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll follow suit.
All right. So as you approach the stage, you can see that most of the passengers have vacated the stage, right? There's
The hell, Zeke, I told you about them damn beans.
okay, so there's you can see 2 women and 2 men, right, that have gone off the stage, but you can see there's 2 people missing. There is a German doctor Austrian doctor that you met the previous night, right? His name is Werner Lieberman. And you also don't see Mr. Cole Wright, who is a businessman from Phoenix. That you said you guys have been in Arizona before, right? This is not your first time. So you recognize the name Cole Wright because there's a general store on Main Street in Phoenix called Wright's General Goods, right? And so this gentleman has not exited the stage, and neither has the doctor.
Actually, I've been in Phoenix, Main Street, and I've never seen that store.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. So we're missing the passengers. So Coach, I'm
But
gonna go.
missing as in they just haven't come out of the coach.
Right. You didn't see
Okay.
everybody else is out, right? Some of the ladies are sitting down and, fanning themselves. And there's a guy retching in the corner from the whole ordeal, right?
Everything okay here, Russell?
No, there's a guy, there's a man wounded. Doc's seeing to him now. It's Mr. Wright.
Okay. Well, I'll ride up in there and see if or step up in there.
Sure.
See if I can't figure something out. Anywhere I can help, Doc.
Just this man has received several wounds. Look at this. And you can see that the coach has been shot up, right? And at least one of the bullets has hit his abdomen on either side, right? So he has 2 bullets to his gut. And this is not good.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
And so he's examining and putting pressure on it. And the doc hesitates for a minute. And then looks at Mr. Wright and says, I am sorry, Mr. Wright. I am afraid you'll have to set your soul in order. These wounds are lethal. You will succumb. And then you can see Wright sort of like, breathing through the pain. And then
Well, shit, man. Leave him in. If you're gonna just tell a man that, at least give him a damn drink, and I'll pull out my flask and hand it to
right. So
Mr. Wright.
he grabs it and takes a sip. And because you spent a night, I don't know how long the journey is. I'm going to say you spent the night in Black Canyon City as one of the stages, right, of the stagecoach. And so you had a chance to interact with these people, right, on the previous night. And so, you've all met, right? You know that this guy, the doctor studied in the University of Austria, right? And so you've traded, medical advancements and
what
whatnot.
silly doctors do.
Right.
Yeah.
Those dumb doctors, talking shop all the time. But Mr. Wright says, get McNally. I want to talk to McNally.
What did I do?
Okay.
So Russell turns back and said, McNally, Mr. Wright wants to see you.
I was about to go get the horse liberated by Zeke at that moment.
I'll take care of that. I got this. I'll just whistle.
All right, so I go.
Thank you for not actually doing that near Mike.
I go to the. What's going on?
So you're in there with both docs, right? The German doctor and Doc Johns, and
Doctor.
he says, Doctor. No, he says, McNally, I know you served in the Union Army. You're a man of your word, or so you claim. So I need you to promise me. I need you to promise me to take care of Lydia, my wife. And so you see that he has in a cross draw holster, he has an ivory grip Colt. It's an 1860 Colt Army revolver, right? It's converted to cartridges, right? To 44 caliber cartridges. And he sort of pulls it out a little bit and hands you the gun. He's grabbing the barrel. He's offering you the hilt.
The grips. So, where is
sorry.
she?
He's on the
No.
couch on the stage.
No,
right?
I said, where is your wife, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, take the gun. See, it's time for me to unburden my soul, as the doctor says. Years ago, I robbed a bank. We had a partner, 2 partners, and we robbed this bank. The marshal came after us. We rode and hid the box. We took the paper money and we left the gold. Find the gold. Give my wife a fair share. He says, we stole this money, but the box was too heavy. We couldn't carry it, so we decided to bury it. We took the cash money, but there are about $15,000 in gold in that box.
Damn.
Yes, damn is right.
You remember where you hid it there?
He says, you promised me you give a share, fair share to Lydia in Phoenix.
She'll get it,
Phoenix.
partner. She'll get her share.
Find Buck Thompson. Buck has the other gun. The pistols tell you how to find the treasure. We buried it up on east in a cave. I don't remember, 2 cave entrances to the left, 3 to the right. Maybe it was 3 to the right and 2 to the left. The gun, look at it, Buck has it. And so when you look at the gun, you notice that on the inside of the grip, so on the side that you wouldn't see when it's holstered, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are words carved on it, right? Like somebody grabbed a knife and just scratched some words on the ivory part of the grip. And then he says, find Buck.
Where is he?
He has a ranch near Tucson. He has the other pistol. I got some gambling debts. I need you to get fair share to Lydia so that she has money after I go. Look, just follow the instructions. And then he stops breathing.
Ah, hell.
Jeez Christ.
Because McNally has duty as his thing, right?
And so I let the guy see the gun and I stick it in my belt, Josie Wales style. And see, so, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go to Tucson at some point, gents. But we gotta get these people to safety first.
Yeah, where the hell are we gonna put this body though?
We can put him up top.
I'm gonna
Strap
be
him.
riding upwind.
Thanks. Meantime,
Strap him to the baggage.
while they were listening to the dying man's last words, I've been whistled, got the horse back, and rode back to the guy that I knocked off the horse, see if he's still alive, because I want to question this guy.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Oh, good. So I kind of marching back to the stage. Tie him up.
Okay. And so there's 2, I think, that survive. Right? So
Okay.
they're waking up when you get to them. It's easy to
All right.
disarm them and take him back.
Yeah, take him back.
Right.
And, uncork, have a drink in front of him.
Yeah.
Right.
Little water, little whiskey. So
Kick him
how
in the
about,
gut.
and what was that fella's name there, Doc? That had the reward on him?
Oh, that was West Ribbon.
Yeah, so where's West Ribbon, boys?
So they look at each other. They're not saying a thing, right?
Well, I'm gonna be as intimidating as I possibly could be.
There we go. So these are pretty tough hombres, right? So you're gonna need to do some intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
I lean over. Have we finished the conversation in the wagon, or is this simultaneous? Because I don't want to.
Let's
Imagine
leave it to Ivan. Yeah.
Imagine it's gonna take me a while to, get the horse, get back
Okay.
there. So soon by the time I'm back here.
Yeah.
It's
You
up
guys
to
are-
Ivan.
Alright.
I don't want to steal his thunder.
Because
so it's okay.
what I would do if it doesn't bother Ivan is I kind of like look at them, through my squinty scout's eyes, and I lean over to Ivan and said, "The one on the left's yellow." So basically, I'm using my empathy to give you
Nice.
8 dice
An assistance.
advantage,
Nice.
assistance.
Nice.
One on the
Nice.
left's
You get
yellow.
your assistant. Okay.
Yeah, because I have 4 dice in empathy, so I can assist you.
Oh, good. Because I got none. It'd be a darn shame if we had to beat the knowledge at you. Maybe like drag you behind the stage for a while, son.
So you get 2 extra dice from the assist, if I recall.
I
correctly.
think
Okay.
so, right? As long as you have 4 on the scale, I think you give
Right.
2.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check. It's been a long time since I rock and roll, man.
Do you have any intimidation itself? Like the actual,
No, because I was
So you
hoping
just-
to. I'm helping with empathy,
or your point?
right?
Okay, yeah. I think that's probably kosher to do this.
'Cause that's why he says the one on the left.
You're right. As long as the loyal allow that.
I mean, the assistance is fine, right?
Yeah,
He
okay,
just
yeah.
identified who's the likely
Yeah,
one
plus
to
2
break.
bonus die.
Yeah,
Plus 2
there you
bonus
go.
die for each assistant with an
Okay.
applicable rating of 4 or higher.
Fine.
So
Well, let's
I actually took that skill thinking about that, right? It's like I could help you guys when you guys are talking. I can tell you about the guys.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Well, is the difficulty greater than
tough.
7?
It's not greater than 7. No, it's
Because
not.
I have an intimidation of 11.
Oh,
So I
geez.
take the average of 10s. I took 5 and rolled 3 dice. Yes.
Okay, so
7.
I forgot to ask you to describe your character or your origin, right? I know
Oh, Zeke
Zeke's-
Nickerson?
Yeah.
He was a cattle ranch. He was a cattle ranch hand. But the thing he discovered, he's an incredibly charismatic guy. When he walks to a room, you know it. He makes sure you know it. He's a little full of himself, but he definitely has a presence about him. Ladies' man, all that kind of stuff. But can be real intimidating when he wants to be. Is great with animals. Sometimes that means just plain old scaring the animal to do what he wants it to do, but sometimes it's just he's got that way of talking to him. And he's got a bit of a dandy about him, but not too much. So he's got the jeans and the boots and everything, and he's got this ridiculous like fancy vest on with the bandolier over it.
Okay.
And with a pocket watch, like full of the pocket watch. But he's important looking, or he wants to be important looking.
Right. So if his motivation is fame, would you say he has
Fame and
gathered
glory.
some sort of reputation here in Arizona, or is it too
No,
early
he
for
just-
that?
I think it's too early for that. He really doesn't have the resource, the
Okay.
fame resource. He just wants it.
He just wants it. All right.
He just wants people to know who he is.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
Zeke-
they haven't heard of you, but they're
Nickerson and
he's-
Company.
Right. So he's intimidated anyway. I just want to see if he already
he's
knows
intimidated now.
about you. And he says, what did you ask him again? Where's West Ribbon? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
where's West Ribbon? Yeah.
He says, don't kill me, man.
What- You're
I-
afraid he's going to kill you? What difference does it make if he kills you or I kill you?
Look, Wes is a really dangerous man. Okay. He doesn't, he's crazy and he sent us here to find this cold right guy and get a gun off of him. I don't know what he wants. He just said, grab this guy, and we managed to find out he was coming back on the stage. And so you just want the gun, man.
Well,
And-
listen, from what I understand, he's dead. And right there, and I point at Cole, right there is the gun. You want to take the gun from Cord?
oh,
Come on, you want to
hey,
try? I ain't
Nice.
gonna untie her or nothing, but you can try. You can try maybe with your teeth to try to take it from her, or you could tell us what I want to know.
he's in Yuma. He said, take the gun to Yuma after you take it from right. And the other guy is like really
Oh.
mad, right? He's like,
Oh, nice.
just give him the gun and take it to Yuma. He's gonna be there. I don't know where he's gonna be at, but he's in Yuma.
Oh, That's real nice. That's real nice of you to tell me that. That means, what should we give them at least a little bit of water for their walk back? For giving us that's information.
Well,
I don't. Water's good for medicine. I don't think we should be
if there
wasting
was
it.
if there was a tree around here, I'd hang them.
They just robbed the
There
stage
ain't.
and killed a man, right?
Mhm.
So
But if there ain't,
A damn decent man. I've been to that store.
That's good. Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. I look at the guy at spilled the beans. We'll blindfold you.
and so they're this guy is beating, the other guy just stands up and says, "Get it over with, gringo." And he's Mexican right now because I felt like saying gringo. So just get it over with, gringo. But the guy who broke is like, "Look, man, what we wanted was the gun, man. This is my first time riding with these guys." And he's completely lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should get it over with. And I shoot the Mexican guy in the foot. I'm a lousy shot.
You shoot the Mexican guy?
In the foot, yeah.
Okay.
Just because he's a jerk.
He collapses to the floor. And what of the other guy? He's he's there and he's looking at you, and all the colors drain from his face. What do you do with him?
Well, you offer to kill him and shoot him cold blood. Cord, you decide what to do with him. I'll say let him walk.
yeah, we take their guns and we leave them out here. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. I mean, one of them can walk pretty good.
Wait, I turn around and I said, if they get back to this ribbon guy, they're gonna know. They're gonna tell him who has the guns.
Doc Johns will then take that opportunity to cock back and pop both of them in the head.
Well, the Mexican guy's already dead, right? The Mexican.
No, he just in the foot.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
in the
shot him in
foot.
the foot.
Oh, okay. So he's screaming.
And I ain't
his head
playing
off.
around.
Because he said, get it over with, and I just shot him in the foot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a lousy
I'm
shot.
sorry. I misunderstood that. So he's screaming his head off, right? So he's like, ah.
Oh yeah, it's literally off now.
Yeah, and then
Done.
Damn, son.
Hey,
Listen,
I don't know.
Russell, we
I
don't
don't
want to get the
know.
ladies back in the coach.
I don't know how y'all get along, but out here it's about surviving, and sometimes the best way of surviving is making sure somebody else ain't.
Nobody's gonna miss those two wastes of air.
God
We're
bless you.
burning daylight. Let's get on with this.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
So your contract was to get the stage to Phoenix. And so, by late afternoon, you're already in Phoenix, right? And you go to the building on Main Street where the line ends, right? And Russell thanks you for your courage. You boys did good. And then he draws some money from a purse, right? And hands it to you. One of those wallet things with the money, and it's got $20 for each of you. And he says you guys be careful, in case there's more of them black ribbon men around. But the Humphreys Company is mighty grateful for your aid, and if you ever need a job, you know where to find us. And they're based out of the Black Canyon City, right? So,
Good working for you. You're a good man, Mr. Russell.
Yeah. So this would be the point where
Hell
you
of a
have
driver.
and everybody else just thanks you. They they start making and he says I'll make arrangements with the undertaker for for Mr. Wright's body, and we gotta, I suppose we gotta go talk to Mrs. Wright about her dead husband. But before we do that, I'll go smooth things out with the town marshal and explain the situation.
The last time I saw Mrs. Wright, she ran me for half what I got. Do you two realize it is? I just don't. It just dawned on me. It is going to be extremely difficult to be a crude doctor with you two.
No, it'd be fine. Just use carbolic acid as much as possible. It's okay.
Yeah, you might want to reconsider that character
Right?
trait.
Yeah. No joke.
Because you're gonna have to up your game to keep up, right? With Ivan particularly.
Yeah, because I know y'all gotta have a crude sense of humor.
Crude sense of humor. Us?
Us?
Scum sucking pig? Us?
We go after first.
So yeah, so
I
let's
don't
see
know
what
about you,
else.
Zeke, but I'm going after a drink.
Did we go after West? Or did we go after this stuff first?
Oh, I was gonna say, whatever other gear you guys bought that you didn't have available, it's here in Phoenix, right? So you can just pick it up and
Perfect.
yeah.
All right. Now, how far is Human and how far is hold on now. Hold on
So
now.
it's like a little triangle, right?
Isn't it
So
310 to Yuma?
It's like Phoenix is toward the northern portion, and then Yuma is all the way to the west, and Tucson is south and to a little bit to the east. So it makes like a little triangle thing.
Mhm.
So we're gonna say a couple of days ride to each, right?
You gents figure Wright's wife might know anything about all of this? Or does he look like the sort of guy who would have kept her in the dark?
Well, I was gonna talk to the widow, right? Give my condolences.
Well, we should probably do that tomorrow. Let the mining company tell her he died. We don't want to do that.
I mean, just death.
We can offer condolences and maybe not tell her exactly what you're planning to do, but just that we're hoping to help her out. We'll make sure she's all right.
We'll have to talk to her.
Yeah.
Unless you want to shoot her to put her out of her misery, there, Doc.
I hadn't considered it, but it would.
No, Doc, you can't.
That would sweeten the pot and less chance of a connection back to Wes.
Now, it looks like suggesting something like that to Dr. Johns is about as crazy as jumping off running stagecoach. All right, let's go talk to the lady.
Have you looked at the gun at all?
Oh, yeah. I guess on the trip I would have examined it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, as I said, on the side that's not visible when you holster it, right-sided, it has words on it, and the first word up top, it says Maricopa, right?
Maricopa,
which is a town south of Phoenix.
And they have problems with their elections. I remember that shit.
That you remember that shit. That's right. Below Maricopa, it says 3:30 p.m.
Oh, so it's not 3:10.
And then below that, it says right. Then it says right. Then it says left.
Okay.
Maricopa, 3:30. Right, left. And it's, it goes up one word, just going down, right? That's what it says.
Right, left.
Maricopa, 3:30, right, left.
Yeah.
Is it centered on the gun, or is it
it's
set up where it's like on the hilt, where if you hold the two butts together?
It probably, that's sort of what he alluded to, right?
Yeah.
Find the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Thompson has the other gun.
You said Maricopa's
Maricopa's
of-
up top. Yeah, Maricopa's south of Phoenix.
South Phoenix. Okay.
Right. It's not too far, but you could probably get there in a day, right? Maybe.
Unless the other,
kind
unless
of.
the other gun says not Maricopa.
Exactly. You don't know what the other gun says, right? So
All right.
Well, actually, it's just 2 rights and a left. Not all right.
First word on the other gun is cabana.
Maricopa Cabana.
Mhm.
It
sorry,
says
man.
hottest and spot and Havana. The other gun. Yeah.
And there were guns there too, so in the,
In Havana?
no, in the song.
That's right.
Alrighty.
It ends up in a big jealous fight, right?
Right.
All right. So you guys want to talk to the lady first, or watch some of this trail dust stuff first with some whiskey?
Oh, I'm starting. We're gonna wash the trail dust off and let them tell her. You know, let the company tell her. You know, go
Yep.
go to the saloon, get ourselves a drink.
Who needs a saloon? He'll pull out another flask.
Nice. Style point for Jim for playing the whole drinking thing up. You have $20 in your pocket right now, so that's always good. Just got paid. So what's the plan?
All right. So we
Yeah.
probably, I guess, it's not a bad idea to go to the saloon first anyway. Get out of this sun and maybe hear if there's anything that we should be hearing going on around town, right?
No, it sure ain't a bad idea.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, Phoenix is on a river valley of the Gila River, surrounded by farms and pumpkin plantations. There's a canal system for irrigation. Main Street runs down one of the main canals with a town square at the intersection with another canal. There's 20 or so new buildings, many unpainted, made out of wood, but there's 3 ancient adobe ruins. Wright's General Store is right there on Main Street. You just passed it. And yeah.
And for the audience at home, Aloy just read that from his Encyclopedia Britannica.
From the module, actually, because again, never been to Phoenix or Tucson or Yuma or Maricopa.
I don't know. It looks more like a World Book Encyclopedia guide to me, but
Right on. We need to find a saloon. We need to find a saloon.
You got the doors.
Nice.
We need to have,
Awesome. There you go.
Find a saloon, have a drink, pick up some rumors, and then we go talk to the widow Wright.
All right. So yeah. So, the night is mostly uneventful, right? You just into town. There is some talk of this Black Ribbon Gang, right? Later on, Russell comes back in and says that he talked to the widow, right? And she's distraught, but hey, it's to be expected. They're making arrangements with the undertaker. What else does he say? He says he did talk to the sheriff about the bandits. The sheriff confirmed the $500 reward for West Ribbon. Says they've been hidden the area, right? Mostly stagecoaches, right? It's mostly what they've been doing. So, but he's relatively new to the area. He's had word that this West Ribbon fellow was in prison and was recently released from prison. So, this is a known
Released on purpose.
I guess not. He probably escaped, right? He probably escaped. Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, but that's the thing. The sheriff could say release just to save face.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, maybe. So maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a voluntary release program.
And so yeah, and so he Yeah, that's basically what they tell you.
Right.
Well, you know, fellas, you know what occurs to me before I go talk to the widow is one, she's going to be in danger. Because if they ain't got the gun from Wright, unless they bury the gun with them, in which case they're going to try to dig them up, they might suspect she has it. Because I don't think those two fellers, well, they ain't making it back there. So dead men tell no tales, thanks to the doc. And the second thing was, what was it? I need a drink. And the second thing was, it seems like if we want to get Wes and get that reward and stop him from getting to the widow, then we need to set him up. We need to have him come to us.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we should set up some kind of a trap. Maybe we should like have one of us to pretend to be kind of older and infirm and an easy target, driving a stage or something like it. Something that looks like it might be worth something.
Mm-hmm.
And when they come out, blam, get them.
The question is, has he already found Thompson and taken his gun?
That's
If
true.
Is
not,
that-
we're against the clock.
But I think the best way and probably the simplest way, especially around a town like this, is all we got to do is tell the right person that that gun's being buried with Mr. Wright. That'll bring Wes into town for that funeral.
Oh, now you're thinking. Wow. We do keep you around for some reason, Dr. Johns. That's good. Man, can you imagine though if he's already got the other gun? That'd be something else. A gunfight from the two guns. That'd be something for the books, man. Me with one and him with the other. Just saying, you know. Huh. You can see it now. The sun's just coming up.
Cord, you still got that thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know
hold
why
on
the
to
hell.
that.
I don't know why the hell he wants to square off with pistols in the middle of Tombstone. You know, that's a good way to get shot.
It's a good way to get dead.
You know, not if you're me. But anyhow, that's not. We're getting way ahead of things there. That's a good idea.
I hear what you're saying, Doc. I'm just worried that if we ignore Thompson, not only will this guy die, although it sounds like he's not very innocent if he was one of Wright's accomplices.
Well, here's the thing, though, Cord. If Thompson still has that gun and he gets word that Wright's dead, and he knows where that gun's going to be when Wright gets put in the ground, he's going to come running too. Because he wants that gold just as much as Wright did.
I get it, but my concern is that they might off him and we might not get our hands on that gun and on the information he has. Because Mr. Wright said the guy knows where the gold is.
Yeah, this is getting real confusing now, fellas. It was a lot better when I had thought up a plan. Then you two started talking. It started to get all fuzzy.
I think the only way we keep that from happening is make sure. You want to see if the old lady has any info on Mr. Thompson?
I figure that's a good idea.
And then we could plant the rumor, go meet up with him and escort him in to Phoenix, just like we did this stagecoach. And just hope we're going to leave out the part where we were the ones that ended up getting him shot.
Yeah, my concern right here, Jens, is that probably there's spies for Wright all around us. So Wright's probably going to find out about what happened or a version of it way before Thompson does.
You mean West?
Wes,
Yeah, West.
Yeah. You're not wrong. And the louder we talk about it, the quicker it'll get to him.
Yeah. So
But we also don't know if Wes knows about Thompson.
Well, if he knows about one gun,
I don't know.
if-
I would imagine you're right.
no, you're right. We don't. He might not. But again, if he knows about one gun, I'd be surprised if he doesn't know more about it. Too bad that. Well, we should talk to the widow first and then make up our minds. You know,
Yeah,
my vote.
let's do that because you two are making it hard to think. And my plan was so good before. So let's go to the widow. And you two just don't say very much, except maybe Cord, you let me know, how she's, if you thinking, you see anything that,
Yeah, my assistant. That's it. I think she's grieving.
That's going to be your sensitive
Yeah, my
side.
empathy. I think
So
she's
are you
grieving.
guys going now or
Yeah.
in the morning or
in the
what's
morning,
plan?
Let us see.
Yeah,
Let us see.
jeez.
All right, we can have fun in the
No,
saloon.
it's fine. It's fine.
We'll wash up, shave, and put on my my
Shave.
suit, my actual suit,
Right.
really
Nice.
fancy looking suit.
Oh my goodness.
So what does Doc look like? Because we got a sense of
Okay. So Doc's about 6 foot, 200. He's a little broad shouldered. He's got hazel eyes that like if you catch it right, it looks like one of them model photos. But he's got a 5 o'clock shadow that ain't kept at all. Hands are usually a little dirtier than you'd expect for a doctor. Let stuff get under his nails just because he's not worried about it as much. He walks around a little sour, a little cynical about the world. But he definitely knows his way around town. As far as what he's dressed in, just run of the mill clothes, button up shirt, jeans, old shit kickers. He might put on gloves for a doc visit.
right. And he has a little bag with medical supplies and stuff, or
Yeah, he carries a doc's bag.
cool. Did I hear Zeke is also 6'4" or something, or was that Cord? Cord said 6'4". I think.
Yeah, 6.
How about Zeke? Is he tall too?
No, yeah, let's say about 6'1". He's a big guy.
Okay. So it's a bunch of big guys. Excellent. Cool. All right. So next morning, are you going to the general store or are you going to her house? Well, yeah.
Her house, she's gonna be in the grieving.
Start the house. We start the house, and if not, we go to the store.
Yeah.
Right. Because the store, well, maybe the store is closed. Yeah. I mean, it's a small family. I figure, it's a family business, so everybody understands. So the store is closed the next day, but you get the address to her house, right? And you show up, and
For the record, Doc does not look any cleaner than he went to bed.
is he still a bit hungover, or is he drinking? Chasing the hangover away with more
chasing.
drinks? Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
So, and what does he drink? Whiskey, I suppose.
Oh yeah, whiskey. That's the only thing out there.
That's the only thing. Yeah. Cool.
When he's feeling special, maybe some cognac or something.
Ooh, nice. So, you guys show up. You can see that there's been a bit of movement, right? There's people coming and going from the house. Well, actually, that's not really true. There's this one woman just coming out of the house, right? And she's dressed in dark clothes and maybe has a black shawl or something. And she's just leaving the house. So you knock on the door. This big burly guy, also big, but wider, I guess, than both of you, right? And bit stocky, opens the door and says, he looks at you up and down and says, well, good morning. Who are you?
This is Zeke Nickerson and Company. We was here to pay our respects to the widow, right? We was with her husband when he died and he passed.
Gee.
Oh, you were there.
We were in the stage. Yeah.
Well, we had a
Watching him bleed out and everything.
Mr. Russell came by
Hello.
and gave us and he looks at you and he frowns. He says that, says, you watch your mouth, mister. That's my sister in there.
Oh, pardon me, Mongo.
So, you know, he's not really. He says, he looks up at you two, and he's as big as you, but he's really big,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then he says, you two gonna behave? Or am I gonna regret letting you inside? He's not happy now because of the doc. He says, you stay out, but you two can come in if you promise to behave.
Yeah. We just want to give our condolences to the lady.
All right, so he lets you inside, but I don't think Doc is getting in unless he does some fast talking here.
And
Oh,
I ain't about
fast.
to let the doc. The best thing that could happen is if the doc wasn't there. I know this from previous experience.
All right, so it's a very nice house, and you know, Cole Wright was an older gentleman, older gentleman in his 50s, with gray hair.
Damn it.
Damn it, yeah. And so, you go in there, and Mrs. Lydia Wright is a young woman in her 20s, and
This
she
is shocking.
quite handsome. Yes, shocking. And she's now dressed in black, right? You've seen her before. She runs the store, and this guy, the guy who just opened the door, is her brother, Gus Stanton, and they both run the store, right? She's always there in the store, and he works for the Wrights. He does everything else. He's stocking the shelves and helps carrying stuff, and so it's
Takes
a
up
family.
room.
Yeah, it's a family business, right? And so he goes over to his sister and says, Lydia, these gentlemen were in the stage with Mr. Russell when Cole passed, and I figured you'd say they're here to pay the respects. And so she looks up at you.
Sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Question, who has the gun, and is it visible?
Of course, got the gun. Of course.
I got the gun, and it's stuck in my gun belt in front because I don't have where to put it right now.
Right. And so she looks at you and sort of looks at the gun and looks at you again and says, hello, my name is Lydia. I hear you were with my Cole. What bandits, they said?
That's right, man. And I'm turning on the charm as much as I possibly can.
All right.
That's right, ma'am. It was bandits, and we all fought bravely, even and I totally embellishing. Cole apparently was involved in the fight, shooting back at him, but they managed to wound him through the stagecoach, and when the dust had all settled, he'd taken some wounds that cost him his life, and we was all real sorry that happened.
Thank you.
But he did. He did charge my friend Tord here with making sure that he was okay, and gave him his gun that you obviously see, and made him proud and promised a solemn vow, which he is. He extended to us. We've all decided to take care of you and make sure that you're all right and well taken care of.
That's right. Thank you for this. He's been gone so long. Said he had some business up in Prescott. It has been gone for some time. I started to worry. I thought, things were going well, and I can't possibly imagine what his business was up there. But,
Ma'am, he ever mentioned to you a fella named Buck Thompson from
Tom's,
down near Tucson?
well, that's funny. I never heard of this Thompson fella, but well, about 2 weeks ago, while my husband was away, a man came by and identified himself as Buck Thompson and wanted to see Cole. But Cole was on business, and I thought he was just going to be gone a few days, but it's been over 2 weeks, and so I said I didn't know when he was coming back. He was welcome to wait around until he showed up, but and he did. He waited for like 2 days, and then he came back to the store and said that he couldn't wait any longer, and that I should tell Cole to meet Mr. Thompson in Yuma as soon as possible.
Yuma.
Yes, he didn't say what his business was, though.
Did you leave an address by any chance, Mrs. Wright?
No, he said just go find him in Yuma. But I think he said he would be staying at the Grand Hotel.
Grand Hotel in Yuma.
Yeah, I got it. He said he was from Tucson.
But your husband never mentioned what business he had with this Mr. Thompson in the past?
No,
Right. Well, your husband made me promise that I'd help you get a hold of some funds he set aside, and Mr. Thompson should help us do that. So we'll be talking to you again about that, ma'am.
oh, he did? Oh, that's
Yeah.
strange. Well, I suppose any bit would help. Now that he's not here to take care of the store.
Mhm.
While Cord's talking to her, I'm going to see if I can just get Gus's attention and just indicate to him I just want to talk to him a little bit further away.
Yeah, he'll come over.
Let's see, you're Lydia's brother, are you not?
Yes.
I apologize for the doctor. He's a bit gruff. He's a bit gruff, It's the whiskey that much, but
Some bedside manner there.
yeah, bedside. Yeah, that's not the best bedside manner, but most doctors don't. Most of them being frustrated dentists and all. But listen, I'm not sure, but we have reason to believe that your sister might be in some danger. There might be some reason that Cole was murdered that might be more personal. And so I was just we're in a hope to stop that. But I'm just saying, while we're gone, it's possible she might be in some danger. So I'm just hoping that you might be able to make sure that she's protected. Keep an
Danger.
eye out.
Of course, she's my sister. Danger from who?
Well, them bandits look like they might have been going after him for some kind of reason, some kind of grievance or something they thought he might have. I don't know. It's a real mystery to me, but I'm totally trying to con this guy to the fact that I don't know anything.
Right. No, but he's responding. It sounds like his sister's in danger. He's of course going to respond to that. So,
Listen, I would say if you've got some friends or whatever, you might just want to keep a watch on her. Keep a watch on the house and the store. Keep your eye out because there may be something a coming. Anyway, so
I will certainly take care of her. We got some guns in the store, and I'll make sure she's all right. Well, there's room in here. I'll be staying with her.
all right. Well, then
for the time being.
I'll tell you what, if anything should happen, even if you see something suspicious, you could send word to me. I'll be at the Grand Hotel in Yuma.
In Yuma. I
That's
will.
right.
I will. Mr. Nickerson, is it?
That's correct, man. That's Ezekiel Nickerson. You might want to write that down. N-I-C-K-E-R-S-O-N. That's right.
It's
It's a name you'll want. It's a name you'll want to remember.
Nice, nice. All right, yeah. Cool.
So I tell her when they're done, I say also Mrs. Wright, Mr. Stanton, bit of advice. Anybody asks about Mr. Wright's pistol, tell them that you never saw it, and that when they brought him back, it was not his body. That might save you some trouble.
All right. All right. I'll do that. And Gus looks at her and says, yeah,
They
that
just tell
sounds
him he had it
reasonable.
when he had it when he left, didn't have it when he came back.
All right. All right. We'll make sure to do that then.
All right, well, once again, real sorry for your loss. And, my name's Ezekiel Nickerson, N-I-C-K-E-R-S-O-N. You'll be wanting to remember that name, miss. You have a good day. And I kiss her hand.
Mhm. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I-
Awesome.
Now you all spell McNally however you want, folks. And I'll be back with what your husband wanted you to have.
Thank you. You're too kind. So excellent.
Doc, you
So-
sure you're gonna be able to ride back?
So
Or
where's
you
the
want one of us
doc? Dunking his head,
drive your horse.
dunking his head on a water barrel outside, or what's the doc doing? Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be dunking his head in the water barrel.
He's still drinking is what he's doing. Yeah.
Hair the dog.
Just sitting around, kicking dust,
Nice.
waiting patiently.
Nice.
It's
What do you
not the
think?
first. It's not the first time he's been kept out of the party.
So McNally, do you think she knew anything, or do you think she was just as surprised as she looked?
Zeke, let me tell you something.
What do I think with an average of 2?
Yeah, it's she's really distraught, and she doesn't look like she's hiding anything. In this vulnerable emotional state, you'd figure if she knew something, if
There were
she
no exchanged glances with her brother. Or anything.
exactly, if they suspected, $15,000 in buried gold, you would expect that she would have made some comment. She probably had demanded that you relinquish the gun,
Right.
right? And
So no, I don't think he told her about his past. He was
That's
surprised
good.
that there were any funds were coming back her way.
That's good, because sometimes you can't be too sure. Women is such fragile creatures. You can't be.
And they can be tough
What
creatures
in
too.
the hell is- Zeke, I tell you, your naivete is something interesting. 'Cause I ain't never met a woman that didn't know everything about her man.
I think everybody gets a style point for role play at this stage.
Nice. I'll take it. I'll take
All
it.
right, great.
So
11:14. So
now, because I tell Doc, the only thing you really miss is that I think that Zeke's confusion's all but vanished. Looks like Thompson's in Yuma, so we got a clear place we can go to.
everybody's in one place.
I don't know why y'all trying to work so damn hard, but all right. I'd rather have them come to us, but
They're all in one place now. You afraid of riding? Afraid of the trail?
they're all gonna be in one place. I promise you, son. They
That's
all
right.
gonna meet in one place for sure.
Awesome. So you got work tomorrow, Ivan? You want to stop it here?
Yeah, I do have work,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So you and me, buddy,
Y'all have fun with that.
Jose's on
yeah,
vacation, and we got the unemployed guy here. So
Down here we got good, Holy Thursday and Good Friday off. They're like
Good Friday.
Actually, yeah. So I don't really have the day off because the kids somehow have Good Friday off, and my wife has Good Friday off.
Yeah, well, that happens.
So, That's
I
good.
actually tomorrow is my other birthday because I was born on April 12th on Good Friday.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
so, you
just
know,
a
so
little bit
the-
of
I have two
preemptive.
birthdays.
Yeah.
I have the sidereal birthday and the synodic birthday, I
Nice.
believe. You know, so I've got the
Nice.
the
Awesome.
lunar birthday and the solar birthday. And I haven't been able to get people to give me presents on both of them yet. But here's
But you're
trying.
working on that.
tomorrow's
You're
tomorrow's
working
my
on that.
tomorrow's
Yeah.
my lunar birthday. You know?
Awesome. Awesome.
So I think this, Eloy, thanks for running this. This was awesome. Great.
Yeah.
no,
job.
absolutely.
This is the Ivory Trail, right? Because of the map and the ivory
Ah.
handles of the guns, right?
And I'm loving this
Nice.
bitter doctor. You know, I mean,
Nice.
I kind of scaled back my own character's drinking in honor of his. I was like, man, he's just
He's going
Yeah,
for it.
he's-
Yeah.
yep.
It's
He's
awesome.
been through
Awesome.
some shit. He's seen some shit.
Awesome.
And he doesn't give a damn about nobody's sensitivities.
I'm guessing that in this game he's the one with the 4 or 5 ex-wives.
yeah.
Oh no, he's only got one ex-wife, but it was a real good one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, listen, let's do the experience points. I was counting on
Oh.
Anthony being here and telling me,
Well,
okay, oh, here it is, page 106.
yeah,
Characters
just five
gain
points.
1 experience point just for being part of game session. So that's cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
Danger. Characters gain 1 experience point whenever they face grave danger and manage to survive. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Was anybody injured in the fight?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Everybody but me.
Oh, because
I've got
I
2
got shot.
non-lethal.
I got two lethal.
Yeah,
too
2
lethal. Well,
That's right.
because I was going to have Dr. Lieberman treat your wounds, but I kind of forgot in the excitement of
That
the.
can
Certainly
happen
do that
off stage.
retroactively, but yeah.
Yeah, off stage can happen.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll send you an email with that. So, role play. You get 1 experience point whenever the players portray their exceptionally well. I'd say everybody gets 1.
Woohoo.
Success whenever they further the plot or make progress towards their goal. I'd
We
say
did
you have Yuma to look forward to, and
Yeah.
then everything. Wisdom. Characters gain 1 experience point whenever they learn something critically important. Would you say you learned something critically important?
Yeah, I
As
think,
long as
What'd you
we're
learn?
not as long as we're not made to be wiser, we learn something
That's-
important. Just as long as we're not required to be
Well,
wiser.
we learned facts, but wisdom,
Yes.
it's,
Yeah.
oh no, I
learned-
think
I
Zeke
learned-
and
let's
Cord
see.
learned something very, very important about Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned you don't bring cord to a funeral or a grieving woman's house. You really just don't bring him into those sensitive situations.
Cord?
Not just wait
Doc.
outside
Cord,
and wait back
Cord
in the
or
hotel.
Doc?
You don't bring Doc.
Oh,
in
no,
those
don't bring the
sensitive
doc. Yeah, don't bring the doc there.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
No, doc, yeah, well, no, you bring cord. You don't bring the doc. You don't bring the doc.
Nice. All right,
I
excellent.
definitely learned something.
It was
Excellent.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hope
no,
you like
that's-
it.
You call
Yeah.
him Dr. Johns. Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Johns.
That's
All
right.
I love that you called the guy Mongo. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, that was like, oh man.
I had to
come
slip it
on,
in there
dude, I'm trying
somewhere.
trying everything with my freaking, like my charisma and my charm. And you're just completely, like, oh, that's what he's just learning at this point, relearning. I'm wondering, like, one of my favorite parts was when we're trying to figure out what to do, and Zeke just is not the smartest guy. He's not dumb. He's average. But as you guys are pulling out, oh, well, we got to consider this, consider that. I was like, well, wait a minute, my plan was so good, so overconfident, and now you're just confusing him. Like, stop talking. You're really making this real much more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah,
Just don't think about these things; it'll go easier.
I actually gave Cord an above average intelligence for the survival part, right? So to make it
Nice.
easier on the survival. So
Nice.
he's got a 3, and so that was really
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Yes, I'm dumb.
Character.
I'm the dumbest. I'm the dumbest guy in the whole. The whole room at that point.
But you had
Oh,
some
these
really
great.
good successes. You know, you got the
Oh, yeah.
information on West Ribbon.
Yeah.
That was really
Mm.
good because you got like a ridiculous amount of successes, Jim. So, you know, I like the whole knowledge rolls are on a scale, right? If you just don't, I'll just give you the basics, you know, with the average. But if you roll, you stand to gain,
Right.
you know, significantly. And it's important to tell you, you know, it's this kind of difficulty, but more successes will get it in case you want to blow some style on it. But I think that worked fine. You know, that getting the information that Wes was in Yuma was like difficulty 5 or something. So it was like, you know, it's a good thing you got everything. You might have gotten as far as, you know, we were sent here to get the gun, but that's probably it, right? So that's a really good.
I'm just so happy that first fight was on horseback. That was awesome.
Yeah. No,
Does everybody
absolutely.
know how many style they're entering the game with? Because those carry over. I've got 2.
So
I'm bringing
nice.
4.
Yeah.
Nice. So set it down for next time. I was surprised that so few people were in the stage. I thought everybody was going to be on the stage. I thought it was one. Well, I pretty much figured nobody was going to be driving it, but I said it's going to be some people inside the stage shooting out. But,
I had thought about it, but I just thought just pure numbers. It made sense for us to be outside, have one on each side flanking either side, or one flanking either side.
that works, but on the other hand, you still get the -1 penalty for riding the thing, right? You're not driving, but it's still bumping. So it's kind of the same. Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially if the horses are running. That stage is not a fun ride in there.
Yeah.
Like somebody might have snapped their neck inside.
Right.
On top is even worse.
Yeah. And I messed up a little bit the chase rules. I just want to mention that because anytime the ranges don't move, the pursuer has to make a roll and the prey has to make a roll, right? And there's hazards on the road and the stage can flip over. Like if the driver didn't make that drive check, the stage would have flipped over, right? And so that would have ended the chase real soon.
Yeah.
But it's some interesting chase rules is what I'm trying to say. It's a good supplement. I like it a lot. Yeah.
I agree.
It was a
It
hoop.
was awesome. Thanks for running this, man.
Excellent. I've
Very
been looking
much so.
forward to it. Are we playing next week, next Thursday?
I can. And
Excellent.
after
I should
that,
be
I'll
able
be
to,
out
yeah.
2 weeks.
I ain't got nothing going on.
Shut up, Jim.
Awesome. Shut up. We hate you. We hate you. Everybody's going to shoot the doc next.
Shut up, Donnie. Shut up. You're way out of your element here, Jim. You're way out of your element, Donnie.
That just comes entirely from a place of deep love and deep envy,
Absolutely.
Jim.
Envy.
It's extremely
Love and
profound envy is where that is coming from. So anyway, excellent.
All
All
right.
right.
That's easy. He's got on that on his wall. Jim's got to like do what others won't, so you can have what others can't, or whatever. I thought that was for a gym thing. I was like, never mind. That's not about working. Not just about working out. All right, kids.
Yeah,
All right.
Awesome.
See you guys later.
Y'all take
Be
care.
bad.
I think.
you too.
Do I end the broadcast this way? How stop the